hour later.
What's up, Wolfgang? We back with another one, giving all thanks and all praises to the Most High and glory to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, our Father God, the King of all kings, the ruler of all nations. And today, I want to give y'all a little story, man. I want to tell y'all a little story about the time where cocaine was introduced to me, and I was a little tempted, but I ain't fuck with it. Let's go. All right, so I was homeless. I was living in this building. I would sit on the side of the building and wait for somebody to either come in or come out. I had a bag of clothes. I had a garbage bag full of clothes, and I would just sit on it. I would just sit on my clothes, pretty much have my hoodie on or whatever, and just be chilling, you know what I'm saying, waiting for somebody to come in and come out. And you know how old people is. You know, it was an old lady, you know, she had came up, you know, she got out of her car, she was walking up to the building, and she, you know, put her key in the door. Now she was opening the door. I came like to actually try to hold the door open for her. And once I held the door open for her, she walked in, and she turned around and she grabbed the handle of the door and she was trying to close it. And I'm like, can I come in? You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? She like, do you live here? I'm like, yes, ma'am. She like, what apartment you live in? Who you know here? And I'm like, miss, I live here. I live in the building. What apartment you live? I'm like, damn. I'm like, shorty trying to, I'm like, don't worry about it, man. Boom. She closed the door. I go back on the side. Because what I didn't want was for anybody to call the police. Because I'm sitting over here on the side of this building with a lunch bag full of clothes. They could tell I was homeless. I was a minor. So you already know what they're going to do. They're going to send your ass, try to put your ass right into the group home. And I wasn't trying to do that. You know what I mean? So I went back to the side of the building and waited. So then I hear somebody come out. Boom. But as they come out, I try to run around the building to catch the door, but I was too late. The door closed. So I'm like, fuck. I go back. I'll wait again.
1 hour later.
So then I heard the door open. Somebody came out. So I run around the building and try to catch the door before it closed, but I was too late. It closed on me. So I'm like, fuck. I go back to the side of the building and wait again.
1 hour later.
So now at this point, I'm on alert. I'm like, man, anybody who comes in and out this motherfucker, I'm going in this bitch this time. It's too cold out here. I ain't finna be playing this fucking game. So somebody came up to the door. A guy came up to the door. He put his key in the door. I came around the building. And I don't know if I spooked him or what, but when I came around the building, he kind of jumped. So I'm like, nah, homie, ain't like that. So I grabbed the door, and he just started laughing. We just like chuckle and shit. We go inside, boom. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm lit, I'm inside. So now I'm inside. I come back out. I grab a brick, and I put it by the door. I go around the building, grab my clothes. I bring my clothes in. So now I'm in. So now we warm. Okay, boom, that's out the way. Now we got to figure, okay, where the fuck we going to like post up? Where we going to sleep tonight in this building? You know what I mean? You couldn't sleep in the laundry room. It was too nasty and shit. Had rats and shit, you feel me? So I'm like, we ain't sleeping in there. So I'm like, the only other alternative is to sleep in the hallway or to sleep next to somebody's door. The hallway had a lot of lighting, so motherfuckers can see your ass easily sleeping right there. So I'm like, we probably don't want to sleep right there. So I picked this little spot by the stairs that was right in front of somebody's doorway. And boom, I knock out. And so through the night, I'm hearing shit. I'm hearing little shit. And I'm like, every time I hear something, I jump up. I jump up and try to act like, you know, I'm doing something, whatever. But this one time I dozed the fuck off, and I dozed off too deep. You know, when I did hear somebody and I opened my eyes, their feet was already walking past me. So I'm like, damn, motherfucker just caught me out here sleeping. So I sit up and I sit on the stairs. I get up, I sit on the stairs. So the guy, he goes out, he has some trash in his hand. He throws out the trash. Then he comes back and walk back past me. He look at me and we make eye contact. He like, hey bro, you living out here? And I'm like, shit, yeah. I mean, I really can't tell him no. You already see me out here with my fucking bag full of clothes. I'm sleeping in the hallway. You know what I mean? It's pretty obvious what the fuck going on. So I'm like, yeah. He like, damn. So he go in the crib. A few minutes later, he come back out the crib. He like, hey, bro, my pops want to holler at you real quick. So I'm like, shit, all right. So I go in their crib, whatever. He had his pops, his OG, and his little sister. And I go in there, his pops like, yeah, you out there, you know, sleeping in the hallway, man? And I'm like, yeah, you feel me? He like, I mean, where your people at? Where your folks at? Like, why you out here, like, fucked up like that? My bro's a long story, but at the end of the day, I got kicked out. That's just what it is. So he like, damn, he like, all right, well, I'll tell you what, we can't have you just sleeping in the hallway and shit like that, bro. So You know, you could post up here. You could, you know, live here until we figure something out. So I'm thrown off guard because I'm like, I don't even know these fucking people. But I'm like, shit, I'll take it though. You feel me? I'm not going to say no. You feel me? So, boom. So now I'm living with these people. You know what I mean? They cooking dinner. They making meat plates. You know, they set me off like a little spot in the corner of the living room and shit. I was sleeping on the floor and shit. But to me, it felt like I was in a mansion. You feel me? Because, you know, I just came from outside in the cold. You know, I just came from sleeping in front of somebody's, you know, front door. You know, that's why you hear in my song when I say, you know, sleeping on floors in front of doors. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I was sleeping on the floor on somebody's welcome mat. You know, like the welcome mats people have on the outside of their door. That's what I was sleeping on. I'm hoping whoever live here don't open the fucking door. So boom, one day early morning we wake up. You know what I mean? The son went to school, the daughter went to school, the wife went to work. So I was at the crib with the pops. And he was like, all right, man, we got to go make a run real quick. So I'm like, all right, you feel me? Obviously, anytime they all left the house, I had to leave the house. I either had to go with them or I had to go outside. You know, I couldn't just stay in the crib by myself, which is understandable, you feel me? They did it the right way, you feel me? But so boom, he like, yeah, we got to go make this run real quick. So I'm like, cool. So we go outside, and when we walked to his vehicle, it was a white dude standing by his vehicle. So we walked to the vehicle. He had a van and shit. So we walked to the van. It was a white dude standing by the passenger side. So he was like, yo, what up? What up? Woo, woo. So they knew each other. So he unlocked the door. He get in the driver's seat. The white dude get in the passenger seat. I get in the back seat behind the driver, behind dude. So he said, we going out into the city, to the other side of town and shit. So we're like, all right, whatever, woo, woo. But this white dude who's in the passenger seat, this motherfucker is very fucking, like, happy and anxious. Like, he is anxious than a motherfucker, and I'm not understanding why. I mean, this dude was super fucking anxious for whatever reason, right? So I'm sitting in the back, and I'm just watching him and shit. So we slide out to the other side of town. When we get out there, he pull up to this dude. Now, he pull up to this dude. The dude walk to the car. Boom. He make his little sale, whoop-de-whoop. So now I see what's going on. I see what the whole ride was about. But what he got was some white. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, we take off. And I'm in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grooving to the music that's on the radio. Boom, playing on my phone. Boom, chilling. The fuck is that smell? The fuck is that smell, my nigga? So I'm in the car. I'm looking at the driver. I'm looking at the white dude. I'm like, yo, y'all smell that shit? The driver, the homie, he like, yeah. He like, it smell like shit. I'm like, it do smell like shit. Any one of y'all step on some shit? So we looking at the bottom of our shoes and shit like, yo, you step on some shit on? I look at the bottom of my shoes, no shit. The driver, he looked at the bottom of his shoes, no shit. The white dude looked at the bottom of his shoes, no shit. But we could smell the strong. I mean, it was so fucking strong. The fucking power of that motherfucking odor was so damn strong, my nigga. I almost had to get the fuck out the car.
Man, that shit stink, dog. Fuck.
Like, bro, it's some shit in this, bro. I'm like, bro, it's some shit in this car somewhere. It's some shit in this car somewhere, my nigga. I don't know if somebody sat on some shit or what. It's some shit in this car, my nigga. So we like, bro. So me and the driver like, my nigga, where the fuck is that smell coming from? But the white dude ain't saying shit. He just sitting there like silent. So me and him freaking the fuck out, and he just sitting there silent. We like, hold on. Like, hey, bro, like, you good over there? Like, you feel me? Like, you acting like this shit ain't affecting you, homie. Like, what's good? The white dude say, I apologize. I mean, I'm a little excited. You a little excited?
What the fuck?
Stop it. Get some help.
The fuck you mean you a little excited, my nigga? Like, so what you trying to say? You shitted on yourself? He shitted on himself. I'm like, bro, you a grown-ass man, my nigga. How you shitting on yourself, homie? You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grown-ass man, my nigga. Both of them were way older than me. He like, man, I'm just excited. You know, I'm excited, bro. You know, I'm like, bro, I don't give a damn how excited you is.
I don't give a fuck.
That gives you no motherfucking right. That gives you no excuse. And for you to disrespect the whip like that, disrespect this man, disrespect me, disrespect everybody in this car, to just sit there and take a shit on yourself like that. And we got to ride across town. We got the doors, man, we got the fucking windows down and everything, but we got to ride across town, nigga, and smell this shit. We got to smell this shit the whole ride now. So the white dude, he's breaking the shit down on the phone book. This nigga is excited. He's shaking this shit. He's just like super excited. Like a kid going to, you know, Six Flags or something. Like, this motherfucker is just jumpy. But he breaking the coke down. Boom, boom. He got the whoop-de-whoop. Now, you know, mind you, I was 16. I'm 30, I'll be 33 this year. You feel what I'm saying? So this shit was like 16 years ago. This is back when you had that impressionable mind. This is back when you are curious about things and new things, and to try new things and how they make you feel and all that type of shit. Not to mention the fact that, you know, I was homeless at that time. So being 16 and homeless, you know, that right there, bro, it just kind of opens the door for opportunities to try new drugs, alcohol, try shit that you ain't got no business trying. You feel what I'm saying? But, so in the car, he breaking it down. Boom. Breaking it down. Lining it up. He had $1. He rolled up the $1. He sniffed it. He passed the phone book to the driver, to the homie. The homie, he holds the phone book for the homie. The homie gets the fucking $1, sniffs it. Boom. Sniffs the line. Then they pass the phone book back to me. When they passed the phone book back to me, I don't even know why the fuck I even took it. I guess it was just a reaction thing, but I grabbed the phone book and I grabbed $1. And I'm looking at these lines, and I'm asking myself, do you really want to do this? I understand you're depressed right now. You know, you're stressed out. You know, you at a point in your life where you really don't care no more. You're at a point in your life where things ain't going right. It's kind of like, what do you got to lose? You ain't got shit. So I'm telling myself, do you really want to do this though? Because once you do this, my nigga, you do this one line. This one line can get you hooked, because you don't know how it's going to affect you. You don't even know if this shit is cut. Do you really want to do this? So I looked at it, and I had the $1 in my hand, the roll up $1. And I was about to do it. And I said, nah, homie, this ain't for me.
My nigga.
This ain't for me, homie. Gave it right back to him. I mean, you sure, man? You sure you don't want to bump? You sure don't want? I'm good, homie. Y'all could do that. Y'all could do that. I'm good. Go grab me some weed or something, so I could roll up, nigga, and blow. You feel me? Or we could grab a bottle or something. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't fucking with no crack, coke, heroin, Molly, X. I ain't fucking with none of that shit, homie.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't going back and forth with you niggas.
Fuck that. I'm good on that. You feel what I'm saying? So we get back to the crib. The homie like, hey, homie, you ain't coming to the crib. You feel me? Once you get your ass out this car, take your ass home, wash your ass, do whatever you got to do. But we got to get the fuck away from you, nigga. You smell like straight shit. So we get back to the crib. Boom. White dude went his way. Me and the old homie go back to the crib. And that was that. But yeah, man, I just wanted to tell y'all a little story, give y'all a little background on the time I almost tried coke. I almost tried coke when I was 16 years old. You know, almost 17 years ago, man. I'll be 33 this year. That was almost 17 years ago. So, you know, an RIP to the big homie. You know, the cat who I was living with, the cat who opened this door. You know, the cat who was, you know, the driver. You know, the homie who seen me in the hallway. You know, and went and told his pops. You know, RIP to his pops. You know what I'm saying? The big homie. But if y'all like that video, make sure you like, hit that subscribe if you're not already a part of this Wolf Gang, baby. Because if you ain't with Wolf Gang, you lame. But until next time, baby. To all my Wolf Gang out there, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I fuck with y'all the long, strong way. Wolf Gang.